see here. Make sure everything's up and running. Grand. Alright, let's make sure the mic is up. The mic is up. Alright. And thumbs up. Sorry. Can and will delete this.
Let's go for the Explorer.
Delete. Alright. There. Alright. So, for whatever reason, I can't just export my videos from Twitch accounts to my YouTube account for unknown reasons. So I've had to take to downloading them from Twitch and then from there uploading them to YouTube. Now, overall, this means practically nothing will change. It's just the upload. It's just the upload with extra steps. The problem comes if I do like that marathon where I ran for the stream for 7+ hours, and the download size was obviously a lot larger. Wasn't that big a deal. It just took me a little longer to wait for the download, and then upload, and then delete. I made the mistake of trying to do that, trying to stream while that was all going on, and obviously the performance failed miserably, or dropped from my computer miserably. Anyway, that's enough of that. Now we're on to more important things, which is we are going to...
Okay, you don't have a computer you dedicated it for upload.
Oh, technically I would need an external hard drive at best, but I don't really need it that badly. What I do need is to hope that my army can go through these gargoyles. But again, should be... Oh my god, that guy's big.
Oh my god!
Oh wait, no, he's just a general. It's okay. The general doesn't actively attack. It's just these little guys.
The gargoyle captain.
No, it's just this little guy here who apparently I can deal no real damage to. Hold on. Scorching Ray.
Do you have any range units?
Yeah. I'm shooting them right now. I did 1 damage. All right. This is looking good. This is looking good for us. Can I?
Do you have acid? Sorry, damage.
No, it's army. Like I got basic guys, like this archer. Shoot him for 1 I shot him for 1 damage, and now my archer is feeling pumped, so he's gonna be able to shoot again. But I'm not gonna have him do that. I'm gonna have him use total defense because he's only gonna shoot for 0. Same for this archer, so I'm gonna have him use total defense. And then this guy can only run up and hit for 0, so we're going to have him use total defense. And then my shield bearers, they can't do anything, but I'm going to have them run up here in front of the other guys. Yeah, well, that was the idea anyway.
Do they have shield wall?
Oop. Scorching Ray for 1 damage. Alright.
Are you there?
No, I'm not there. My units are all there. Alright, my foot soldier can attack for 1. Alright. And then... move over.
What is your level at anyway? 4?
No, it's 1. I just started, remember? Yeah, like the game's throwing this at you this early in the game, which means clearly we should be able to handle them.
No, you're supposed to go around and start nicking what you can do.
There's only 1 unit here.
And you gotta rely.
There is literally only 1 unit here. There's only this gargoyle. There's not a whole lot for me to work with here.
Oh my god! It destroyed the whole entire army.
Like, yeah, I'm looking at it's 1 gargoyle.
No.
So when he said, so when
army.
I'm told that this guy is taking out your entire army, I'm like, how did he do this?
Yup. He flew on top of them and made jump with them and made them. Can you fly as well?
All right, well, we're finding out. We're not. I think we're knocking his health down. It's just by barely.
Do you have any magic that weakens the enemy?
Yes, I cast all 3 of my uses of it on him. He's lower.
So you're getting more damage in?
Not necessarily. Like it says that I'm doing damage, but the number of hit points
what's your
drop.
perception?
It's like there's 2 health bars, right? The top one is like 20, says I do 20 to 34, but the bottom one says I'm doing 0. So I'm guessing that the bottom number is the number of units and the top one's the amount of damage I'm dealing. And I guess I just need to stack on enough damage before I can have this number drop at all. I'm not seeing it though. Like I'm seeing damage then. Okay. There's 16 of them. There used to be 23 at the start of this fight.
It's the number of units.
Alright.
Here, I can't fake. You have the. Didn't you play that type of game?
No. Trocius is the one who said he played this type of game. I played the DS one, which apparently is not the same.
Technically, you even have the same name.
No! Fuck.
For the units.
Alright. Alright, there's 15 left now.
And you haven't lost anymore?
Oh, no, they've taken a beating, but I haven't lost any overarching units. Oh my god, I really hate that.
Heal!
No healers in this army. Just damage dealers. But it's okay. The idea of me failing is...
And your general?
A general is spent. He has used all his uses of the Scorching Ray spell. So he's just there as with his passive abilities. There's 14 of them now.
Definitely gonna shoot up for at least 3 levels. Definitely. You don't need to.
I have no... I need a sense of scale here. It says I'm doing damage, but I have no idea how many hit points total this guy's supposed to have. But it's okay.
56.
No, that can't be. I've done way more than that already.
No, each creature.
I don't know. I don't know how damage mitigation's supposed to work from between all.
What's the range of your attack?
Because I know the 14 below the unit is the number that's the number of gargoyles that's actually this is supposed to be representing.
Yeah.
I just have no idea how much hit points each one's supposed to have. All right, 13. 7. The footmen are doing decent damage. Everybody else is doing crap. Oof. Alright, there's 12 now. Gonna have you run away, because there's only 4 of you now. I want the unit at the very least to stay up. Oh no.
Throwing enough at it. You're certainly going to it.
Well, that's the working theory anyway.
And you're lost.
Hell no. What the fuck? Oh no!
All for the greater good.
I lost the archers. Oh man.
You now know the difference to your weak heart.
Nonsense. I got this. There's only 11 of them left. I can do this.
And then they have reinforcements.
So far, I haven't seen anything in here that does that. Retreat. Null. Yeah, nope.
Saves this treachery. And burn into your retina.
There's only 10 left. Like, the amount of damage they're doing now is way less.
Uh-huh.
So.
All they're gonna need is 7.
Nope,
So
apparently.
these the rest out.
No, they needed to do 37 to take out even one of my foot soldiers. So, no. And I got 158 of them right now. So.
Why didn't you send them out?
I did. He ran around them. Plus, this control is kind of weird.
So you don't have your army situated right?
I'll get it worked. I'm working out the kinks.
Your shields up front. Your foot soldiers.
I'm working out the kinks. Stop
and then
nagging.
you're ranging in the back.
I tried that. He ran around them.
And why don't they have horses?
Because nobody with horses volunteered yet.
You gotta order them.
I tried. Look, they didn't give anybody... Like, they show you who you can recruit. My options were archers and foot soldiers. And that's it. Anything else of note wasn't available yet.
Oh,
And it's understandable. It's still the beginning of the freaking game.
when you go into the cab...
Look, right now I'm hoping to unlock Hell Knights as a recruitable source.
You gotta come across them. And maybe save.
Well, I am trying to right now. So we're working out that.
You haven't even conquered any side of the fort.
I conquered one fort. The Hell Knights came to the fort that I just conquered to ask for help from this fort. And it's like, okay.
And conquer both forts.
Yeah, I have to No, there was one fort I conquered that was on the way to Dresden, and then the Hell Knight came and asked for help, And now I gotta conquer this fort before I can even go to that spot. I know what I'm doing. There's only 7 gargoyles left.
And yet your army's gonna get trampled by a gargoyle.
Hey! If it does happen, don't spoil it. I'll find out the hard way.
Like you know,
Hey!
gargoyle.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. It's all going well. I know what I'm doing, and even be that as it may, I will defeat the glitches because like plenty of people are already spoiling much later events in the game, which means they got past it. So whatever glitches there may be that I gotta work around, somebody else already did it. There's that annoying puzzles is what I'm gonna have to worry about.
It literally can stop you from figuring.
Yeah. There's a lot of RPGs like that. There's literally the fucking MacGuffin or whatever of import is blocked behind a goddamn puzzle.
That's the same thing like in.
It's like in a lot of RPGs, bro. Don't worry about it. I get that they're there, but it seems like just unnecessary extra padding.
Uncharted.
Yeah, and it's unnecessary extra padding when you put it in a turn-based RPG. That's goal isn't that's main function isn't even the puzzles. It's supposed to be turn-based combat. I can get behind the games where the supposed puzzle is inside the combat. Like there's an enemy that's flying and you have to find out how to beat it. It was like
Harvest Moon. It was pretty good.
Harvest Moon.
It was like you were going into a tower or something like that?
Harvest Moon doesn't have a combat thing, but there's like another game that spins off of it called Moon Factory. But that has a dungeon. And it's not real, and there's not really much to it. Like the only reason there's a dungeon is supposed to be like that's where the materials for crafting is.
Climb to the top.
There's not a tower though. It's like mines. That's the one I played anyway.
The Azure Dream.
Oh, that's another game entirely. Right, 4 left. Looks like I'll get this.
At what cost?
My archers. All my archers. And rangers.
In general.
No, the general's fine. The game says in a tutorial pop-up that generals don't die if you lose in your army. Generals only become unhireable for 3 days, and then you can reassign them. If somebody had a general die, they either lied, or there's something that happens later in the game that's like an exception to the rule. But the general rule is that the generals don't die. Because they cost 6,000 fucking finance in order to get them.
I wonder if we can get a paladin.
We got a paladin. Sela.
How about general?
Technically, yes. Generals aren't assigned based on character classes. They're assigned in 3 categories of mage, fighter, or archer. Or not even fighter, warrior. They try to be as generic as possible. So mage, warrior, and archer.
Mages and archers! Archers! Ready!
Ugh.
Grenadiers!
This guy
ready!
is dangerous. But he wasn't tough enough to defeat the Dragonair Scion.
He doesn't need to. You're defeating yourself.
No, I don't. I'm not defeating myself. I'm defeating him. The combat. No, I did. Look, dude, I can't control the gargoyle. If I could, I would have had the gargoyle sit in the corner and just accept death. So no, I didn't kill my archers. I can't. I take no responsibility for the options that the AI took in killing my goddamn archers. or the fact that the gargoyle ignored the footmen that are literally the ones doing the most damage, so he could run after the goddamn archers who were doing barely any damage.
Because they can attack, say, from afar if you did put them.
Yes, I know. I saw the ad. All right, there's one gargoyle left and 134 foot soldiers left. These shield bearers are great. They haven't taken any damage because the gargoyle hasn't attacked them once.
I wonder why. Yeah.
I should make my army all shield bearers. Like, goddamn.
On horses. Keep cavalry.
I think as soon as I put them on cavalry or horseback, they'd be called something else. Probably hold a different weapon. Alright, here we go. Final strike. Alright. Nothing to it. We lost all our archers.
And nothing returned.
And all our rangers. We got 6 rangers back and lost all 44 archers. And we lost 1 foot soldier. Oh no, we lost 33 foot soldiers. We got back 1 foot soldier. Oh boy. This is not. These were some heavy losses.
You'll know when you have to pay for them.
No worries. I know when I have to pay for them the moment I have to click recruit. And there they are. What do we have here? Clerics. I can hire a cleric. Recruit clerics. Got him. Now for the archers. I'm gonna get 25 archers. And 33 footmen because they do their job. Alright, so these 3 I'm gonna have head on out and try to catch up with the rest of the army.
You still want to talk with anybody yet?
Alright, so to reiterate for you catching up. Literally the last thing I did was where we headed off after hearing the call for the Hell Knights. You were there, and that was it. So, any other actions that could take place after that, you would have known about. Alright, let's see here. I literally cannot fight the rest of these guys as I am. What we got here? We got 6 rangers, a few shield bearers. Oh, the caster leveled up. Alright. Alright, so the general's leveled up. I can choose to get Shield of Faith, Cause Fear, Bless, or Bane. All army units get a +1 bonus to attack for 3 rounds. Bless dispels Bane. Shield of Faith. Yeah. I guess I'll get Bless. At the very least, I know exactly how that's supposed to work. Oh, son of a... I can't have the archers because I have the shield bearers and the clerics. I have to choose someone to kick out. To make room.
Just need to level up.
No, I already leveled up. It's not a good answer.
So how many you have then?
I got 171 footmen, 6 rangers, 22 clerics, and 15 shield bearers. I guess I'll kick
put the
out
archers into the put the rangers with the archers.
No, you're not getting it.
And build
I
another
can't.
general.
I can only have 4 units. How many are in each unit is like that doesn't matter. But I can't have. But if I include I can have 4 out of the current 5: footmen, archers, clerics, shield bearers, and rangers. Since I only got 6 rangers, I'm gonna have them stay off to the side. All right. With that out the way, let's have. My units will, now I can go on the actual map and with Lewis and actually help out the Hell Knights. Reliable Redoubt is the name of the spot on the map. Just inspires a whole lot of confidence, don't it?
What's your morale?
Very high. Just constant, non-stop wins down the road. People are volunteering because they want part of the action. Like, there's no way anything bad could happen. Looks like the Hell Knight continued to fight the gargoyle even from the air. They both fell to the rocks and perished. Oof.
At least they gave some help.
Oh shit, somebody's there. Commander, come here quickly. It's pointing downward. From the mountain, you see a raided camp and 2 groups of warriors. One wearing white and yellow armor, the other in black. They are led by a tall man in white priest robes. Some of the warriors glance around fretfully, their weapons shaking in their hands. You hear the screams of gargoyles from above. The beasts are approaching the camp.
Quickly, evacuate the wounded. The beasts are about to strike again. Use cloaks as stretchers. We've got to make it through. Paralictor, your people will have to cover us while...
Sunrise Sword Priest.
2 more minutes left out in the open, and neither you nor I will have any troops left to order about Crusader.
Whoa, this is Regil? Well, I mean, the armor looks badass.
But the wounded...
No!
Retreat to shelter.
The one called Paralictor makes a barely noticeable gesture, and the swords of his troops execute the wounded. Problem solved. Yeah.
No.
If the man in white has anything further to add, his words are drowned out by the shrieks of gargoyles as they fall from the sky. The Paralictor will lead the unit to shelter. We need to get through to them. Ooh, man, these guys are something else.
Who's going to suck face up?
I'm the good guy.
The Sun Bros or the Hell Knights?
Battle
Praise
for
the
weight.
sun.
Praise the sun, indeed.
Get good, girl.
Do not waver.
Yeah, I don't think they even have the solar lances in this game.
Let's
the weapon. Because I don't see no one building a land.
Match for me.
They run get the hell out of there.
Ice and rain.
And yeah, no, nobody's taking damage. Oh shit. Yeah. Man, my party's way stronger than the army. Took out those gargoyles like they ain't nothing.
Move out.
Yeah, they've been blessed by mythic power.
No, it must be that fish on a stick they had. That's the only running buff I have on them. That's what did it. Remember, when you're going to fight hordes of monsters, fish on a stick.
No, it's the mythic power you want.
That fake news.
You're a mythic hero.
It's a false advertisement. That's misleading.
You're a mythic hero.
Don't mislead the good people.
You're mythic power.
Don't mislead people. That's wrong.
You get mythic power.
That has nothing to do with it. That's neither here nor there.
You get some mythic power.
You keep saying it like it's changing the truth of the matter. That it's
You
just
get
all
some mythic power.
completely unrelated.
You don't give it to the rest of your army. I bet if they had...
They are not worthy.
I said that they had mythic smiting abilities, so they could have done something.
No, they couldn't. It's great training and ability and skill that makes it all possible. Let's see what we got here.
I guess you gave that power to
Fiendish Gargoyle Hunter.
This war must end.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got nothing.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Aww. Are you gonna try to fight your battle for you too?
She's worthy of the blessing.
With 7 figures she still has.
Yep, she can still cast Burning Hands.
I lead. You
But he's
follow.
restless. I wonder why.
Heal yourself.
I welcome your company.
Cool. Yeah, heal Ember. The sight before you is at once macabre and picturesque. A lifeless couple, a man and a woman, dressed in white and yellow priest robes, lie on the ground, surrounded by the bodies of dead gargoyles. They are tangled in death. The claws of the monsters are tearing at the humans' clothes, and the largest gargoyle's talons has pierced the man's chest and punctured his heart. But before they died, he or his companion defeated the enemy. Suddenly, the woman opens her eyes. She doesn't look at you, but stares up at the world wound's horrific red and black sky. Her pale lips open, and she exhales abruptly. The sun will never rise again. Even the sky here is cursed, and we along with it. Yeager, walking in the front, steps over the man's body without looking, but turns around at the sound of the woman's voice. The Mendevian faithful break too easily. Jeez. You're welcome.
What are you gonna do?
Let's see. Yeager Ankiel is a young Hell Knight under the command of Reginald Orange. He alerted you of the gargoyle attack on their unit. Right. And Dayron. Oh, if all Mendevian devotees broke easily, I would be much happier. Unfortunately, most of them have good health, unconquerable will, and a never-ending desire to moralize. Dayron is jeering, but looks at the wounded woman with hesitation. He shrugs. She is not just wounded. I can see the signs of severe exhaustion. I wonder what happened here. Ember. All people are easily broken. The knights in pale armor help each other through the horror. but the knights in black only break each other and everyone around them. Okay. And, let's see, evil, step over the wounded woman and walk away. Who are you? What happened here? Good. Heal the woman. You need help. You'll feel better now. The woman pushes you away with a weak gesture. Expend your efforts on someone who can be helped. Leave me. My crusade is over. Okay. Who are you? What happened here? I am a priestess of ardent Sarenrae, from the Order of the Sunrise Sword. Next to me is Ashes Strager, the head of our order. Sorrowful pride sounds in the woman's voice. He has led our forces on raids to the World Wound many times, but this campaign, the Gargoyles attacked a few nights ago. A vast number. We've never seen anything like it. Ashes organized our resistance with great skill. But while the monsters were distracting our fighters, a small group of them raided the camp and took our supplies. We were left without food and water in the middle of the World Wound, where it's nearly impossible to find provisions. We shared the last crumbs of our supplies and set off back the way we came. Everyone was suffering from hunger and thirst. We grew weak and could barely fight back when the gargoyles struck a second time. They snatched many of us away. I saw the pain on Ash's face as he counted the losses, but he managed to rally us. He continued our trek, and soon came across traces of a recent battle. Someone had destroyed a troop of demon worshippers. In our desperation, we decided to follow the strangers, to warn them of the gargoyles and seek their help, having no idea they were Hell Knights. But we received only scorn. Every gulp of water in my unit is accounted for, they said. They spared us 2 flasks and a sack of dried bread. They said we were allowed to keep the sack to use as bandages. 2 flasks between all of us. A sack for bandages. Let's see. Oh, what's the specifics on Hell Knights again? The Hell Knights are a collection of knightly orders with a unique focus on the promulgation of law. Unlike paladins, they are interested less in social good and charity than in the foundation and stringent maintenance of order at all costs. If people cannot be trusted to obey the law out of their own sense of civility and social righteousness, Hell Knights provide the need to obey out of fear of a master's stern hand. Hell Knights. Sela curls her fists, almost grunting through her clenched teeth. I'd rather ally with a flesh-eating poisonous wyvern. Windowag. That's right. What good are allies if you can't use them? Take their resources and send them off to die instead of you. That isn't at all what I meant. Really? Then what did you mean? Nothing to say? I thought not.
That's what you meant, yo.
Jeez.
She's just telling it as it is, yo. The truth.
Yeah, Windowag is brutally blunt.
At least she never lied. I'm like, God damn, the truth and it hurt. That's what you wanted to happen, right?
What happened after that? The gargoyles attacked. Despite how the Hell Knight Paralictor had treated us, Ashes endeavored to help them, and had us carry their wounded. But that monster had them slaughtered. Ashes was beside himself. It's difficult to conceive of such evil. He told our people to go with the Hell Knights to find shelter, while he stayed to cover our retreat. The woman exhaled softly. He was a strong cleric, but as he treated our wounded, he neglected himself, and he paid for it. Your commander can't be helped, but you're still alive. Allow me to help you, and come with us. The woman looks at you wistfully. Why? So many deaths, so many sacrifices,
Exactly.
such bravery, all for what? No, I will not go with you, stranger. My commander and I will die by what we lived for, compassion and nobility. I don't want to keep fighting for a world that bows to such laws. May the goddess forgive me. Farewell. The woman closes her eyes, exhausted. I'm sorry these good people treated you this way. If you don't have the strength to go any further, rest. We will continue your crusade, I promise you. Aw, Ember. Yeager shakes his head. Commander, I'm not one to advise you, but you're wasting time on this fool. And the gargoyles will soon be back. That's their usual tactics. Fly up, regroup, attack again. I'm going back to my unit now, and I'd advise you not to stay here long either. Well, loot her body. A masterwork crossbow, hey. And a bastard sword of hope. Who says it's wrong to loot bodies? The bastard sword of hope. A mithril bastard sword, exotic, okay.
Damn.
Let's see.
That's right.
What do we got here? Whenever let me info here. Whenever the wielder of this +2 mithril bastard sword confirms a critical hit, oh my god, why? Alright, moving on. It restores 1d8 plus 5 HP to the wielder. Whoop-de-damn-do. Can only be wielded by lawful good, lawful neutral, or neutral good characters. Okay. Mithril is rare. Yeah. I know what it does for a weapon or for armor. Let's see. Mithril is a rare silvery metal that is lighter than steel, but just as hard. An item made from mithril weighs half as much as the same item made from other metals. In the case of weapons, this lighter weight does not change a weapon's size category or the ease with which it can be wielded, whether it is light, one-handed, or two-handed. Mithril weapons count as silver for the purpose of overcoming damage reduction. Weapons fashioned from mithril are always masterwork items as well. And that's it.
And this has been conjured with a powerful spell. You gotta hit and crit.
Yeah, I don't like these weapons always asking for a crit in order to be worth anything.
Well, you can still make the build statue.
I can,
Critting.
yeah, I could, but at the end of the day, what happens? Like, the crit chance right now is from 19 to 20, so I can make it so that I crit from, 17 to 20. That's still pretty, those are slim pickings. Now, if I was to get like, let's see, like Knock Knock had way back when, with his kukris. A kukri could hit for 18 to 20 on its own, and then with an item, and then with Keen or the improved critical, you crit anytime you roll a, 15, I think? Let's see, 18, 19, 20, and then 3 behind that. It doubles the crit range, so 17, 16, 15. Yeah, 15 to 20. Your odds are much better in that case. I don't know.
Are you going for a strength build?
No more. Oh, yeah, I'll be. I certainly am.
Or that.
I could give it to. Well, no, I can't give it to Sela. She doesn't have. It's an exotic weapon. So.
You give it to Grindelwald?
No, it's an exotic weapon, so I have to take a feat for it specifically. Technically, I could give it to her. She's a fighter, but she's a dex build. Oh, here's the gargoyles.
You are my favorite aide.
Cool.
You gonna trap him?
Even after the attack, the tents at the Hell Knight camp are lined up neatly, looking like they're ready for a parade.
I'm losing my temper.
Let's have some fun.
Alright, that was great.
For you.
So what you building at?
Oh, Dragonair Son.
You found about Grindelwald.
Oh, just straight. Again, I've said this before, bro. Not changing the build. Like, I'm just doing auto leveling for this character. Just a regular dagger. There is one thing of note that I'm doing though. I try to have somebody poke an enemy from afar with a spell, and while they're trying to run at me, I activate the Dazzling Display ability. They usually crowd around before the Dazzling Display even goes off, since it takes a full round. And then combat starts, and then I'm in the initiative order while I'm already in the middle of the Dazzling Display animation. So he literally does it, fears everybody, and then gets to go in for an attack. It's great. This only works if I see the enemy up close, and there's not a cutscene. They're demanding to be seen first. Right, here they are. Cut down, wounded with a bunch of healing potions on them. Oof. There's a lock. Could break it, but no. Oh no!
What?
I don't have Camilla in the party.
Who do you have?
I have Daron, Ninio, Ember, Wendellog, and Sela.
Oh, Sela.
Sela's
Her
got.
background. Yeah.
I don't,
Pickpocket. But does she have,
no, she doesn't. Yeah, I see the competence bonus, but she doesn't have ranks in it. So I don't think she can roll for it. Yeah, you have to have training in it, I think. Never mind.
No, if you got the tool.
Let's see, Sela can do it. Yeah, I do have a tool. Do I have that item? Oh no, I left it on Camilla. There was an item that gave like an inherent +5 bonus once a day. To any skill for 1 hour. I just left it on her. I forgot to take it back. Oh man, this sucks. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Let's go finish up this incident with the Hell Knights.
And kill them all.
And kill them all. But first things first, I'm going to save before I try to open
Save
this.
the phone, bro.
No, I'm saving my game before I open up this loot box. I failed. Oh, I'm allowed to keep trying. What the hell?
This one break it.
Oh no, it says Sela can't pick locks. Because you so you do need ranks in trickery. Break the lock. Pieces of leather.
Now,
Whatever this used to be. Dusty remains. Whatever this used to be. Alright, screw it. What else do we have? Magical scraps. Whatever. Oh, goddamn. Alright,
oh,
no.
yeah, magic items in there. Wow. At least you get remnants of what you destroyed.
Man, no. Man. Alright, so
Damn.
screw it.
Armor, and yo, damn. The game makes you, damn. That's what you get. For not
You
having
just
a-
get flat out punished if you don't have the ability to pick locks.
Or you can still sell it as junk. Because you're going to collect it, right?
And we'll just grab everything else.
You just leave it locked.
Yeah, just leave the locks alone for now. Alright. What do we have here? Lore nature.
Anything for you.
Demonic energy has polluted the earth, creating tumors filled with poison.
Can you collect it?
No, it's just a landmark. Alright, so we went to the... Alright, push through the cave. The Hell Knights retreated into the caves in order to rob the enemy of their main advantage, attacking from the air. Commander and his party will have to fight across the battlefield to follow them. Okay.
Mobility and weather.
Can I even get there?
I guess I'll go with that.
Yeah, I can get there. There's the cave. Right.
Skip the pleasantries.
You know what, before I even try to do that, let's use the healing potions. I want to do my best to avoid the situation I had in Kingmaker where I was literally weighed down by almost 100 pounds worth of cure light wound potions. Because all potions weigh the same, regardless of how effective they are. Alright, here we go. Alright, everybody has some buffs here and there. Here's Yaker and Regil. Sun Priest. Armiger Archer. Alright, let's do it.
Knight Commander, I presume. Your glory precedes you. I am Reginald de Renge, Paralictor of the Order of the God Claw, and temporary officer of the joint unit of Hell Knights and the Order of the Sunrise Sword. You and your people should take positions. The gargoyles are regrouping. We expect they will attempt to break through in 5 to 6 minutes.
Paralictor indeed. Impressive.
See, the moment you step across the threshold, you're targeted with pale yellow eyes. A gnome with considerable gray in his hair, dressed in black armor, lowers his head slightly. He's a gnome?
Are you in command of this unit? Oh, no? Then step aside and let me discuss the matter with the commander.
A joint unit?
Forcibly joined. The leader of the Order of the Sunrise Sword was unable to get to safety, which is not surprising considering his, shall we say, excessive scrupulousness and sluggishness. Given the extreme situation, I took command of his people.
It's supposed to be good when different people unite. We're here for a common cause. But it still gives me the creeps for some reason. Hell Knights shouldn't be allowed to get their claws into our paladins. It's wrong.
Well, I mean, Finian the Talking Weapon says it.
Fuck.
Alright, let's see. I saw you ordered your own wounded to be finished off.
Indeed. The gargoyles were clearly trying to capture as many prisoners as they could. I don't know the reason behind these abductions, but I'm not about to give the enemy what they want. That is why all my people were ordered not to be taken alive. And as for the wounded, we didn't have time to get them to safety anyway.
Can you hear yourself? For the sake of principle, in order not to give the enemy what they want, you killed your own wounded. Helpless subordinates. Why does anyone still follow you?
Because we are Hell Knights. We know our duty.
What charming people. Those fellows in black make Holrun look like a sweet old soul by comparison.
Did you really give just 2 flasks of water to the Knights of the Sunrise Sword suffering from thirst? And a sack to use as bandages? Standing behind his commander, Jaeger rolls his eyes.
I spared them the exact volume of resources I could sacrifice without risking my own people. However, the situation has developed, and I've already ordered they be given additional supplies. They are temporarily under my charge, and I can use their forces to rebuff the attack. They'll work for their water.
Regil raises his voice and speaks empathetically, ignoring a whisper coming from a group of Knights of the Sunrise Sword. He seems to be reiterating his position for their benefit. Let's see. Good choice, lawful, chaotic, or evil choice. Let's start with I have a neutral one. It seems you had little choice. Either your people or the Knights of the Sunrise Sword would suffer. That's neutral. Okay. Evil. Compassion is an amusement for the comfortable times of peace. It has no place in war. Chaotic. Sometimes you must act first and deal with the consequences later. Sacrifice nothing and you will gain nothing. Let's see. Lawful. I like your approach. It makes sense to make sure your own people have enough resources and then share what remains with everyone else. Good. In a place like the World Wound, we all need to stick together, even if that means sacrificing something for a comrade. Well, I'm playing good, everybody, but I'm not playing that good.
So you're more a chaotic guy?
I'm gonna go with chaotic choice. Sometimes you must act first and deal with the consequences later. Sacrifice nothing and you will gain nothing.
Noble Ashes and his Sunrise Swords have already done so. This is what it led to.
Reginald's harsh words cause a whisper among the knights in white and yellow. They say, good, you won't get away with this. Or 5, we need to get rid of the gargoyles. Then we'll talk. Alright, we'll go with that one.
Agreed. Be ready, Commander. This attack may be worse than the last one.
Go get him, oh faithful, oh little gnome hell knight. Gnome.
He's still built wrong.
I don't care, man. He's a little gnome hell knight. Go get him, Regil. Alright, well, it's just 2 gargoyles. This is easy. First, we're gonna have Day run, Ninio, and Ember run. And when do I run that way? I'm going to run this way.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Ouch! Continue fighting, everyone.
Oof. They went straight for Ember.
She's too good for you.
No, don't worry, I can heal her.
No match for me.
Let's see here.
Oh, is she a full elf?
Yeah, you can literally tell from her portrait. Like, Pathfinder elves have this weird blackened eyes thing. Black eyes and pupils. So, yeah.
You are nothing before me.
I dedicate my body
I'm
to
turning into a
science.
spell dance.
Kill is for you.
Grand.
Evil eye, crackle, and then just go into spell.
Alright. Use a
Set it
few.
and then forget.
Use a few channel healings.
Rules are made to be broken.
You're a good person. I like you.
Well, that's good to know. Now heal me.
Yes.
Alright. Suffering from negative levels. How many negative levels am I suffering? 3. For 12 hours. Beautiful.
No greater restoration?
Not at level 6, no. Yo. Let's see, hold on. I got a headband of inspired wisdom. That's great. Who uses wisdom? Oracle uses charisma.
Your shaman.
Ninio. No, she uses charisma too. Yeah, no, nobody in my current party uses wisdom except for the dead one. The one I'm going to kill.
Oh, land.
The dead one. The one I'm probably going to kill him. I don't know. See, Lictor sent us here into the breach. A great trial and a great honor. Armadur. Those weaklings from the Order of the Sunrise Sword were lucky we were nearby. If it weren't for us, the gargoyles would have gotten every last one of them. What do you have to say? that pop-up's gonna stay, isn't it? The order should send us more units. It's time we finished off the demonic pestilence. Sunrise. I don't like having to obey a Hell Knight commander. I hope we elect a different leader for the order. And we'll get an artificer. Again, Lictor. Yeah. I've never heard of gargoyles taking prisoners. What dark plot is behind these abductions? Let's see, Victor sent us. Yeah. Alright. The Hell Knights seemed much better prepared for the attack than we were. Right. So it doesn't look like I'm getting anything new. Yeah, I'm not getting anything new from these guys. Yaker, you got anything new to say? The order should send more. Oh, no. Nothing new from him. I guess the only one who has anything new to talk about is Regil.
Your character.
Regil gracefully stows his weapon and places his hands behind his back. You two, check the area. Mark any potential shelters that offer protection against aerial attacks. Quartermaster, inventory the remnants of the camp. I want to make sure that the gargoyles only abducted people and weren't interested in anything else. Send messengers immediately to our scout squads and order them to return to camp. And I need a full list of casualties. The sooner the better. He turns to you and nods slightly. Commander, your arrival was well timed. Now we can finally talk. I am quite interested in the events that occurred at the Grey Garrison. And I suppose you will have questions for me as well. Let's see. What do you want to know about what happened at the Grey Garrison? Any shift in the balance of power during this war has a direct impact on my mission. If a new player appears who is capable of fighting demons effectively, then I am ready to support that person with all the resources I have at my disposal. Regil speaks pensively, as if talking to himself. But naturally, I cannot blindly trust a stranger, even one marked by the gods. Let's see. The gods blessed me with an incredible gift, and Queen Galfrey put me at the helm of the crusade, but that's not enough for you, is it? Let's see. You have every right to doubt. I usually don't trust strangers either. Nah, I can trust strangers. I don't care at all whether you believe me. Yeah, that one. Regil seems entirely unoffended by the harshness of your response. A perfectly reasonable position, and you are well within your rights. Although if I were you, I wouldn't chase off potential allies so quickly. Is there anything you'd like to know before we move on to more serious issues? What if I want to join the ranks of the Hell Knights? No, I don't want to join the ranks of the Hell Knights. What are Hell Knights doing here within the borders of the World Wound? The same as you and your army, fighting a war against the demons. The Hell Knights have always been a part of the crusade from the very beginning. We don't answer to Queen Galfrey, and we act on our own authority, but we serve the common cause. Daskari's spawn have no place in the world we want to build. Regil barks out the final words. Funny, isn't it? Knights clad in black armor have been fighting this war from the off, but most people don't even know it. Oh, this is Daemon talking. The face of the Crusades is a Mendevian paladin with the sword of Iomade gleaming on their gilded armor. In that respect, my cousin Galfrey has a real flair for propaganda, I must say. For the Hell Knights, the World Wound is just one of several targets. They expend much greater effort on book burning and suppressing slave uprisings. Yes, their order sent reinforcements here, but Mendev has always borne the brunt of this war. What does Paralictor mean? I am the commander of this unit, and in the order's hierarchy, I am 2 steps lower than its leader. In the territory of Mendev and the World Wound, there are a few who equal my rank, but I am the most senior Hell Knight officer for many leagues around. Let's see.
Elves.
We are not done talking about your atrocities. Sure we are. Let's move on. What are you going to do now? Oh, after the gargoyle attack. I will wait for my remaining fighters to return. What you see here is only a small part of my forces. As for my long-term plans, that depends on the results of our conversation, Commander. Regil narrows his eyes. Before we move on to serious subjects, I'd like to address an organizational issue regarding my unit. You may wish to be present. Yeager steps forward and salutes with a clenched fist to his chest. Paralictor, permission to report. During the first gargoyle attack, I determined it necessary to leave my post. I swam over the river, found the commander's army, and asked them to provide assistance. Regil nods. The reinforcements were much needed. You will earn a double salary for your resourcefulness, Yeager, and 100 lashes for abandoning your post. The young knight grows a little pale, but immediately salutes again. Yes, Paralictor. Chaotic. I wonder if it's foolish and overly harsh to punish Yeager for leaving his post when he did it to bring help. Or evil. Don't forget he abandoned his armor.
I know!
Yo, that's
really
just scummy.
Yeah, that would hurt him if they actually realized that.
Alright, huh? No, I'm saying the chaotic line. It's like, is it foolish to punish someone who does something to help you? It would be foolish and harsh, but entirely lawful, to execute him for desertion. Regil peers at Yeager with his pale yellow eyes. Did you know the location of the commander's squad, Knight? No, Paralictor. I assumed I might meet friendly troops on the other side of the river, but I couldn't know for sure. You see, Commander? Of course, I could be gracious and look the other way, but that would mean that during the next battle, 10 or 20 of my people will think it's high time they ran to get help. Initiative requires reasonable limits. Not to mention, 100 lashes is hardly a punishment for a true Hell Knight. I'd say it's more of a spiritual warm-up. Yeager gives you a serious look. Thank you for your concern, Commander, but I do not wish to evade fair punishment. I wouldn't be a Hell Knight if I did. Everything is so strange. They march in columns through the thicket, even though there's a regular smooth road nearby. Regil, who has watched you closely throughout the entire conversation, nods to himself. Now for a more delicate issue. You, Commander, were interested in our dispute with the Knights of the Order of the Sunrise Sword, correct? Their forces in Canabras suffered great losses in the demon attack, and now their leader has perished and his troops are in trouble. They are reeling with no command structure. Their order will hardly be able to recover from the losses they've suffered. What are you getting at? The other one said, I don't care about their fate. So. just chose the one that might give me more dialogue. Alright. These fighters aren't the finest material I've worked with, but if I assume formal command over them, I'll be able to reforge them into weapons of reasonable quality. 1 or 2 might even become true Hell Knights. The rest will be put to good use as well.
I know how this is.
Did you really think these people will follow you after how you've treated them? Or you can say, what does this have to do with me? And the next one is good. You have already shown that you will easily sacrifice these people. Use them as living shields for your precious knights. I won't let that happen. Let them join my army. At least I don't treat my soldiers as expendables. Chaotic. No one but them has a right to decide their fate. Talk to them directly and get your answer. Lawful. I will support you and recommend that the Knights of the Sunrise Sword fall in your command, but I will expect your support in return, Paralictor. I don't care about their fate. Hold on. Do you really think these people will follow you after how you've treated them? Though not the best, they are still warriors and knights. They know what discipline is. And that victory in war doesn't come without cost. Any among them who still haven't realized that aren't worth my time and effort. What does this have to do with me? A spark flashes in Regiel's pale yellow eyes. I suppose, Commander, that for leagues around, from Canabras to Dresden, and from Dresden to the accursed city of Iz, at the heart of the world wound, all of this pertains to you in one way or another. You are the catalyst that shifted an age-old balance of power, whether you meant it to or not. Your own future, and much more, depends on the decisions you make here and now, even the ones that seem insignificant. Alright.
Because the game's gonna punish you for it.
Don't worry, this seems like one of those, like, Pathfinder, D&D, all tabletop games, I feel, will punish you regardless of whatever choice you make. You literally just have to take, which con am I more okay with taking? Not which reward, just look at the downsides of every decision and say, alright, this is the least shitty option on the table for me, and that's what I'm going with.
You gonna give your power to the people, or don't give them nothing at all?
Let's see.
You're gonna be slaves.
Do I take...
You're gonna work for that water.
No. That's the law. Let me get this. No. See, that's no. I'm going to do the right thing. Take them.
Everybody better die on my hands to live in this world.
They can die in my hands and serve as your slaves.
Yep.
Let's see.
Damn beast.
You know what, I'll do the good option. You've already shown that you will easily sacrifice these people. Use them as living shields for your precious knights. I want the Hell Knights in my army. Damn.
Not all of them will, but...
No, I know. Hold on. Let me think. Because I did save them.
Yeah, he's willing. Because he's helped them.
So, you know what? No.
He can only talk about his command.
I'll do the good option.
Not the rest of the...
Alright, I won't let that happen. Let them join my army. At least I don't treat my soldiers as expendables.
That's a damn lie. You lying right there, right?
It doesn't say I'm making a bluff check.
Lying right there.
I am not making a bluff check. So as far as Lewis is concerned, he is telling the truth.
I hope there's more archers, man.
Shut up. Those gargoyles were aiming for the archers. I had no choice in the matter. It was a casualty of war.
Oh, wow. Ooh, okay.
Don't get on my ass every time a unit dies. Fuck off. Alright, good option. Here we go. Well then, we both have arguments to make. Let's see what these orphans say. Regiel looks at the warriors in white and yellow, shifting cheerlessly from one foot to the other. Initiates of the Sunrise Sword, your leader is dead. The Order has suffered serious losses and will not be able to recover. You may return to Mendev to join another Crusader Order and hope that they don't meet the same fate as the Sunrise Sword. Or you may remain under my command. I will not promise that it will be easy, or that our war making will be constricted by your principles. What I can promise is this: under my command, you will never again feel like helpless mice in the talons of a ravenous raptor. Wendell speaks up. The strong subjugates the weak. All is as it should be. Wendell gives Regil an appraising look, until an even stronger leader comes along and unseats the previous one.
You said that?
No, that's what she said.
Oh.
Alright. Let's see. Sunrise Sword Priestess. Does that mean we've worked off the precious resources you've spent on us? The water, medicine, and bandages? Yo, one of the knights in white and yellow. I wouldn't make such an offer if I thought you were useless garbage. Priestess says, the initiates of the Sunrise Sword consult with each other for a time, and then one of them, a young woman in knight's armor, steps forward. Your methods of warfare and your treatment of your allies goes entirely against our ideals, Paralictor. Commander Lewis has already said to you everything that should be said. We've decided to follow the commander in his march on Dresden. As you wish. It's difficult to tell from Regil's face whether he's disappointed or not. Well then, Commander. Let's proceed to the main question and then put an end to this exhausting conversation. We should discuss the cooperation between your forces and my own. We do share a common enemy and a common battlefield.
Champion!
Huh. See, my army and I are going to Dresden to free the city from demons. You can join forces with us. Or I can say, I helped you handle the attack, but I don't want anything more to do with you. No, fuck that.
Whoa! What, you were Hell Knights?
I want Hell Knights anyway. My army and I are going to Dresden to free the city from demons. You can join forces with us. Regil rubs his chin pensively. Dresden? An ambitious goal, but most reasonable. Imagine how such a victory would rally all the separate bands of today's Crusaders under one banner. And we certainly need a base of operations inside the World Wound. I stand ready to support you. Moreover, I can accompany you in your campaign. However, I would remind you that Hell Knights are outside of Mendev's jurisdiction. My unit and I will join your forces and obey your orders, but only for as long as I deem that our goals coincide.
Okay. And he's gonna choose Demon!
Alright, Ember. I like his eyes. They're still bright. Neither the darkness nor the paleness has taken them for now. Sela. Hell no. We don't need the likes of these black-armored statues. I don't want to fight side by side with someone who will slit my throat if I'm weak or wounded. You can't defeat one evil by inviting an equal, but slightly more organized evil into your ranks. Slightly more organized than the demons? I could consider that an insult. Say it's a deal, or you and I have different paths. It's a deal. Yes, Commander. My forces and Regil Durange are at your disposal. Hey, he's in.
And you got seals out. Yay!
Now I'm kicking Ember out and putting him in.
Looking at his feet.
Well, it's not just that. There's a companion quest for Ninio and Dayron on the map already. Seela's a frontline fighter. I kind of need her. And Windwog's badass. So she's there.
Regardless. The name! Remember the name! I mean, people kept on talking.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Regil. Black steel. The whitish locks of hair on his head mark the time until his inevitable death. Yet his own fate doesn't seem to worry Regil Derenge. A Hell Knight to his very core. For those who hone themselves into living weapons, there is no greater purpose than to strike. However, only time will tell where this strike will land. So he has 5 levels in Armiger and 1 level in Hell Knight. Which makes sense. You need levels in Hell Knight's a prestige class in this game, so you need levels in something. Armiger. Until would-be Hell Knights take the there it is. That's why. Until would-be Hell Knights take the trial referred to simply as the test, in which they enter single combat with a conjured devil and either emerge victorious or die. They are known as Armigers, or Armigers. While this is a blanket term for all Hell Knights in training, including those training to become Signifers, it also applies specifically to fighters who focus their training to become Hell Knights. Despite their lack of recognized rank, Armigers are skilled and deadly warriors. Most Armigers, or Armigers, live and train at their order's citadel. Gur or Jur? I'll say Jur. Gur sounds kind of like saying they're dense. All right.
They are.
Most Armigers live and train at their order's citadel, working toward the day when they become full-fledged Hell Knights. These Armigers follow a brutally strict routine. They spend hours honing their combat skills against other trainees, obsessively studying in the Citadel's libraries, or memorizing passages of the Hell Knight philosophy known as the measure of the chain, or the measure and the chain. At regular intervals, squads of Armigers emerge from their citadels to patrol nearby cities or frontier lands, working to enforce Hell Knight law and their order's edicts. And then Hell Knight. Not all who start as novice Armigers have what it takes to become a full-fledged Hell Knight, but those who do receive a wide array of abilities as they grow more powerful. While the individual powers and focus of a particular Hell Knight vary according to his order, all Hell Knights are universally feared and respected in regions where they maintain a presence. Most Hell Knights are lawful neutral and proudly avoid being tainted by distractions such as good or evil. But some who rise in power shift toward tyrannical and cruel natures, hence why he's lawful evil. Alright, so he says stats suck. What is he working with? Cold Iron Gnome Hooked Hammer. A +1 hammer. And he's got a strength of 13. And a dex of 18. Con 16, which is good. Intelligence is 10, doesn't matter. Wisdom 13, Charisma 14. What does this guy do? Oh, he's focused on 2-weapon fighting. Weapon focus on gnome hooked hammers. Weapon specialization in the gnome hooked hammer. Weapon finesse. This is a finesse weapon? No, it's not. Jesus. This guy's builds all over the place. Right, with one level in Hell Knight, he's got Smite Chaos.
He's gonna need it.
And he's the Order of the God Claw.
Yeah.
Like he advertised when he gave his introduction.
So he goes for it all.
Let's see.
About the law.
Weapon training, double weapons. Which is what? No. Wait, the gnome hooked hammer is a double weapon?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I thought he just had two equipped.
No, it's like the orcs double sword. But a lot of people, it doesn't explain that, but you're gonna need two-handed weapon to really, use it. What well without.
See, he's got. He's got fighter's finesse.
Oh.
Let's see. The fighter gains the benefits of the weapon finesse feat with all melee weapons that belong to the associated fighter weapon group. The fighter must have the weapon finesse. So this makes all weapons weapon finesse.
That are close,
that
resemble it.
So there's a feat that gave him that solved the problem he had. That's really good. See, bonus combat feat, which is what the fuck has he got? What is this? Selected weapon focus, weapon specialization. No, he doesn't have this. This is what happens if you choose 6 levels in Fighter Armiger, but he's already, or Armiger, but he became a Hell Knight, so yeah, it doesn't matter. Alright. Ardent. Armigers are difficult to sway from their beliefs at 2nd level, and Armiger means a +1 bonus to will. See, increases every 4 levels. Okay. This replaces bravery. Sure. Armor training. It's not bad. Yeah, this could wind up being okay. And he's a two weapon fighting style. Alright, let's see. What Mythic Path. No mythic powers. The game is going to automatically give him leading strike. Your strikes make cracks in the enemy existence, leaving weak points for your allies to strike. Benefit: every time you hit a target in melee combat, you leave a mark on it. And the ally attacking the marked target deals an additional divine damage equal to 1d6 per your mythic rank to the target, consuming the mark. Notes: only one ally can leave a mark on a target at a time. Other allies with leading strike ability do not deal additional damage to a marked target. Okay. All in all, not bad. There we go. Alright. Alright, we're going to call it for tonight. Everybody who came by, thanks for stopping by. I will be on a lot more tomorrow. And a lot earlier tomorrow. But with more Wrath of the Righteous. And until then, take care.